So if you've been practicing, Tiffany B's here, seeing, feeling, hearing, and being with spirit. Tiffany _ balancing health at Instagram, being with spirit at Facebook, and beingwithspirit.com if you want to get hold of me. I'm all over there. You just need to type in my name, Tiffany B. Just thought you'd give you a bit of a prompt. And as we're on YouTube, I think I need to give the nudge of, can you subscribe and give them a thumbs up? Because apparently that's important. I'm not really sure. For myself, when I go onto YouTube, I do subscribe to some, but I also just like listening. I don't know whether I wanted to be caught up in all the numbers. It's a tricky one, isn't it? Do we want to become a number? Do we want to become interested? Or we can just keep going back and looking at the same artist and not necessarily be with the subscribe. Gosh, the intricacies of social media, let me tell you, it's been a minefield for me. Anyway, I digress again. I'm just going to finish this chapter of psychometry and then we'll talk some more. Okay? Keys are hard. If it is a bunch, however, a single house key to the person's house may tell you more than that person may want to hear. You may need to define what they want to know. You may pick up the house's vibration rather than the owner of the house. This you will have to discern for yourself and experience and practice. So a key to the house, who knows what secrets that house is holding, and keys are often passed on from owner to owner to owner. So really got to be careful with that. I tend to stay away from keys myself, a little bit too, I was going to say jangly, even in the vibrations, let me tell you. Okay, please remember that this is not an ego exercise. It is for the higher self, trying to communicate with you the information the person has asked you about. If there is some information that you feel is quite negative, then be sensitive when you relay this back, especially if you think this person will respond badly. It is better to say nothing if that person is evil or bad and walk away. You will know when this needs to happen. Again, follow your master and teacher. It is not your job to change or judge that person. It is your job to just be with them without prejudice and judgment. Only truly egotistical people judge and put down others. This is a lesson they will have to learn elsewhere. So what this is really saying is sometimes people want a reading because they want to take the mickey, or they want to go, nah, that's not right, or they'll put a barrier up. And it's like, it's not worth your time. It's really boring. It's not clever. And people just only putting you down like that. What a waste of time. What a waste of brain space in their head that they had to have those negative feelings towards you or to screw your day up. It's like, that's sad that somebody has to relate to that to be entertained for themselves. And it blows me away, to be honest with you. It really does. So, yes, that's good. Anyway, you can also practice with things in nature yourself. Try the vibration of a tree, that's what we talked about before, a river or the countryside. Sit and feel your whole body, what nature is telling you. You speak of tree huggers. We like that term. It brings you closer to nature, helps you feel Gaia, links you in with the surroundings and the beauty that is everywhere. Accept. This is the key. What you see and feel. It is really a good place to start. It is also good for you that your feet are on earth to ground yourself when you first begin. We welcome you to practice and share with nature. Then you can go on to people and things. All things made of this earth have vibration. Plastic is difficult, as a man-made material is harder to read, but any elements from the periodic table will have vibrations, as these were made when this world was formed in perfection. It is still perfection as Gaia goes through this transformation at the moment, but will help from light workers and others. You can make it a better place. So we need to rally around, crew, eh? Help us raise the vibration of Gaia. Help us raise the vibration of those around you to be able to live together and with no prejudice or judgment. However, remember that at the moment it is perfect, as you are in every moment. It is how you should be right now, right here, especially if you're following your soul or your teacher. Using the psychometry skill will also bring more awareness to more people in the world, perhaps showing them that there are other things that science cannot prove and will open their minds to other possibilities. There are many possibilities you have not seen, and whether you will see nor experience them all, that is another contract. Teach your children this skill from early on, as they are not influenced so much by social restraints and social norms. Adults often poo-poo a child's imaginary friend. They are often non-imaginary. They are spiritual past loved ones that have come to help the child in their need, whatever that may be at the time. This is another way of opening the new generation to our lessons and teachings. Listen to them. Do not negate them. Encourage them to tell you about it. Encourage them to speak without fear, but also listen to them without judgment or prejudice. All children are the future to protect Gaia, the future to make a better place, the future to help save Gaia. The future holds so many great possibilities. Allow space and time to let things evolve. Be patient and allow space for this. And so it is. So I also want to click back to kids and their special friend. I had a special friend. And she was my sister. She wasn't, her name was Jane, and she used to sit in my bed and we used to have a chat. And I just thought it was an imaginary friend of my friend, you know. I didn't think anything of it. She used to go to school with me. She used to sit at the table with me. You know, we used to have a good time. Yeah. Please don't poo-poo it. What I notice and what I've heard also when I've talked to other people, others who had their special friend as well, when they were a kid, were often felt alone or were only children or were just out of circumstance, had to do a little bit of fending for themselves. For that was for me, I mean, I realized this because my brother was often sick, and that's okay. It's just what it was. And she and I kept each other company, and it's a really good thing. And it's comfort, and they help, and they're often kind, more often than not kind, actually. I haven't met a bad child's friend yet. And sometimes when I see kids on the street, I can see that they're there, and I think they need some help. They need some support. So maybe as parents, and your kid's got a special friend, maybe ask what they also need. Maybe spend more time with them. And unfortunately, time is really, it soon goes. This year has gone so fast, so we really want to make the most of all our time, especially when our kids are young, giving them as much time as we can. Money will always come. I'm going to talk about nothing. In fact, I think I talked about that on Instagram. So, you know, just see how you go, going back to psychometry now. And just listen and learn and notice what you see in other people, notice what you feel with psychometry, and give it a good old practice. All right, you have a good day now.